Try and find some room for this. So the boot sale season round by me is over. And like at the end of every summer, the garage is absolutely jammed full. I can barely move in here. I think it's been a pretty productive one. It's certainly the most I've ever spent over a summer season, and we'll see just how successful it was with how much sells on the run up to Christmas. But the start of September is certainly a transition from the buying season to the selling season. In fact, over the past few months, I've been doing bare minimum sales just to keep the eBay ticking over, just doing enough. And that's been intentional for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it's all about my time management. I've spent a lot of time sourcing, I've spent a lot of time filming it all, and I've been doing more YouTube videos because of it. Secondly, the stuff that I tend to sell, all that does really well on the approach to Christmas. So if I can hold stock back until that time, that's when I'm going to get the most sales and for the most amount of money. I've got my family on board with me now, so they're helping me doing all the eBay processing. So that should really accelerate sales too. But the selling season doesn't mean that I'm going to stop sourcing. I'm just going to slow it down a little bit. The main focus of my selling is going to be to clear as much as I can from this garage. But I think it's important to go and just keep things topped up. Just keep the interest going. You might be able to pick up a few seasonal bits as well. And I also think when we get into a good rhythm, we're just going to blast through a ton of this. So I'm going to need that stock just to top it up as well. So although this is the first week of the selling season, let's hit the charity shop, see what we can find. If I can get out of here first. Decent pair of boots up here, like. Nike Mercurials. Size 11. What are they? £7. I say size 10 on that. No, they're definitely size 11. Look at that though. Wrecked. Got a couple of grogs in the glass cabinet. Will Carlin and Mickey Skinner. 1991, 1992 England players. You can see on that Will Carlin just about. I think his head's come off and he's been re-glued. Always good to see grogs out and about. Those were the old ones. They were quite large and they were hollow as well. If that Will Carlin wasn't damaged, goes for 60 to 80. I think he's just been dropped, been re-glued. That's obviously going to hamper the price, isn't it? I've tried to find some information on that Mickey Skinner one. 60 quid, it sounds pricey, doesn't it? But I can't find any anywhere. Not on the Grog website, can't find any sold on eBay. Could be a pretty rare one. And some of them can go to 200-300 quid. Risk is though, you buy it and you're stuck with a 60 quid grog that no one wants. I do go in that shop pretty regular, so I keep an eye on it, and if the price drops down I might take a gamble. Hey, look at this up here. That's an old Blades rescue bot. Pound on him. I've got a couple of these old Star Winds. I've got Bumblebee, got Heatwave. Don't have blades, so I'll be going in the collection. Decent Buzz Lightyear up here. It looks a bit worse for wear, mind. Plastic's starting to go funny colour. And missing the back cover off the wings. It's got the light up wings though. And this is one with a flap on his arm. I'm not hearing any sounds though. That could just be because I haven't got any batteries in. That condition's not there. There's a bit of nostalgia right there. Mini Wizard. We had the bigger one back in the day. But it looks exactly the same. Brings back the same memories. £4, no resale value. But that's something I had long forgotten about. And it's board game season, innit? Another old Monopoly up there, £2.50. When I open these up, I always check if it's got just the main metal pieces. I don't go through the cards, that's going to take a bit of time, but the fact that they're all rubber banded up, that implies that they're all going to be there. I'll check it when I get home. Transformers book just left on the side here. Definitive G1 Collection, volume 25. Not read that one before. This could be pretty decent down here. Mighty Mac of a Cars, £2.50. Sticks his tongue out whenever you push his hat down. Wonder if he makes sounds. Yeah, looks like a battery compartment there. Disney store. These are great, right? Lift up the sides. And you can store all your die-cast Disney vehicles in there. I've sold a couple of these before. Did pretty well. £2.50, we'll pick it up. What's that there? Exeter Rugby Chiefs. Canterbury on the tag, size medium. Embroidered sponsor on the front. How much is it? £5? How about this little beauty? a retro Exeter Chiefs rugby supporters jersey. There's a great website actually, it's all about retro rugby jerseys. It's a shop and this one's on there. This one's from 2002 and the one on the website is sold out, which is a good sign for this one. Now when it's in stock on that website, they try and sell it for 80 quid. What I've noticed on this one though, is at the end of the sleeves, like the hem has been cut off. And that is on both of the sleeves. Like, what is that all about? Like, it doesn't impact the overall look of the shirt. It's just a bit weird. This one, I've got listed up on eBay for about 60 quid. Got a couple of watches on it already. Of course, I'll be taking offers. But for 5 quid, that was a pretty cool find. Look at this for a top here. Northwest 200. Really famous race up in Northern Ireland, that is. Official merchandise. Give them a ring if you want. Size large. What I like about it is all of it is embroidered. All the badges there. Northwest 200 on the front too. Judging from that badge, imagine it's from 2004, so nice bit of age to it. This is going to appeal to a lot of people, isn't it? Bike fans, people who've been to the event before. It's just a really cool looking t-shirt anyway. A little bit of CEX credit up on the shelf. Sims 4, £1.50 for PS4. Trades into CEX for about 6 quid. Have a look at these Skechers down here. Skechers on the go. I've looked them up on Google Lens and they're called Arena. UK size 6, so good lady size. And 5 quid. They look in really good condition, as if they've like hardly been worn. And I find Skechers lady sizes tend to do pretty well as well. We'll give them a go. Hey, this is cool. Really nice Super Mario Bros. Wii. They want a fiver. And it looks like something should be in the front. Been ripped out with the perforations. Not complete. Good condition. We'll sell for about a tenner on eBay. I won't pick it up. It's cool to see. You could go mad for Disney Store mugs in here. Look. Grumpy. Even more opinionated. It's behind here. Who's this one? Goofy. I'd like this Eeyore one though. And quite a nice Pluto teacup there as well. I can't quite put my finger on Disney Store mugs. Some of them go for a ton of money. Some of them just either don't sell at all or sell for very little. And I don't know what the secret is. In my mind, I think it's down to the actual character on there. So I was thinking Eeyore's got a little bit of cult character status. But then it's about like the personality of the mug as well. Like you saw that Minnie Mouse one with just the print all over. It's just a bit bland, wasn't it? And that Goofy one was a bit meh. Like that one's embossed. This one's got something different going for it. I also think, right, if you are stuck for a birthday or Christmas present for a relative or a friend, and they're a bit grumpy or something like that, 15 quid each for a good quality present, I'll take the box. I spot a bit more CX credit. Games 2 quid each. Look at that. Spec Ops The Line. Got the game seal on the side. It sounds like there's something in there anyway. What's that trading for? Tenner? Look at this, just tucked behind it. £4 voucher. Appreciate that, thank you. Bye-bye. I've sold this one in the past as well. Enchanted Forest. £1 by Ravensburger. I'll have a quick check of what current sold listings are doing. It looks like it sells for about a tenner. It's all sellotaped up. Not sure if all the pieces are there, and I'm not going to take the time to check in the shop. If it's only going to sell for a tenner. Put that one back. Jeez, who is that? Just Google Lensed him. That is the Riddler. McFarlane Toys. Should have guessed. Look, there's a little question mark on the front. Weapon in his hand. Got the base. Oh, 5 quid. Have a look at that little Jellycat in the window there. Not seen one like that before. Little Jellycat tag on the side there. Can't see the price. I had to pick it up. This is a fringe Jellycat, and the fringe line, they've all got this kind of string hair to them. Some of them really collectible. I think the last one of this sold for about 15 plus post. Different colour though. Paid a tenner. But it's cool though, isn't it? And you never know, this might be a rare variant that might be worth a bit more. God, I've not picked up a Scrabble for ages. I don't want to knock that one off the shelf.
Have a look at this. Scrabble Deluxe with electronic timer. Box absolutely knackered. But it is old. There's the board. It's got these raised ridges so that tiles don't slide about. Tons of loose tiles. No idea if it's complete. There's the timer. God knows if that works. It's so dusty. Was that dust or mold? No, it's dust, isn't it? That's mold. I was going to say it sells for about 20 on a good day. But I don't fancy going through and just cleaning all that up. Have a look at this down here. Sheffield electronic drum kit. £6. Sold all over the place with people taking a lot of offers. But they can go up to about 30. In fact, I've seen people selling these off individually for 15 each. You could imagine actually that if you do have the drum kit, these could go missing or get broken quite easily. This has got both pedals, the full drum kit, and it's got the charger at the back. Yes, these come out as well, so when it comes to posting that can all be packed in pretty flat. No drama there. £6, that's worth a go for sure. Have a look at this down here. Atomic Flipper by Tomy. £2 on the side of the box. It's pretty heavy, but look at that. Old school pinball machine. Let's have a look inside. So it looks in pretty decent condition. Don't know what those two loose bits are, mine. There's no cracks on the top. Instructions on the bottom too. Ah, look. These two are the little stands on the side. Look at that battery corrosion in there though. I'm still going to pick it up because I think it's worth opening it up, see if we can clean it and get it working. £2 might even be worth it just for the box.
I've been thinking, right, and this is kind of a reaction to my last video where I had an absolute shocker of a boot sale. Thank you for all your feedback and all your comments, actually. Really useful that was. That, like, the most important part of reselling is that moment between when you initially find the item and you bought it. That small window, so much stuff happens and so many decisions are made that influence whether you've got a successful item or an unsuccessful item. Take this for example. In a real short space of time, I've looked at the purchase price, I've estimated how much I can sell it for, I've estimated how much it's going to cost to post, I've looked at the sell-through rate, how many are listed versus how many are sold. You know, is this going to be a quick seller? Is it going to be a long tail item? What is the condition like? Well, the box looks pretty good. And how is that going to impact that overall price? I balanced in my head what is the risk. There's a ton of battery corrosion in here, but I'm pretty confident that I can fix it. But if I can't fix it, how much can I sell it for parts? Is it worth taking the risk, balancing up the initial cost? So many decisions over such a small space of time will really determine if this is a profitable item and worth picking up or not. And what I found at that boot sale, I was not spending enough time making those decisions. That's where I went wrong. Because really, once you've bought this, everything else just becomes a process. Taking the pictures, doing the listing, doing the postage, doing the packaging. That's all a process. And yes, you can change those processes to make things a bit more efficient so you can list more often and list more items. But that process really doesn't impact the profit you'll get per individual item. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Next week actually will be 1 month since I've had the wider family helping me with eBay. I'm quite keen to see what progress we've made and how that's impacted the numbers. I'll take you through that in the next video. Catch up with you then.